get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense in a bunch formation. The run inside. It's Bishop. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the move. Finds his man. It's Staley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes. But, man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the 1st down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
On the ground, it's Gordon. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Whoa, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13.
Here we go, ready. Slot. Spider up, go.
They'll try the right side. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Vols will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is on its way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running inside. It's Cobb.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Down, ready. 129, 129. Cross.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Ready. Western. Return. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They give it to him again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So first down here as they go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Goes high to pull it in. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The short hands, it's Nimrod. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He smashes his way through again. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. They'll run it. It's Cobb. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. If If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. The run inside. It's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And that is incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Volunteers are marching down the field.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Might as well give it to him again. Trucks through the defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Vols will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
On the run, it's Bishop. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll go to the ground. Across the 35. Might have a chance. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little ripe here on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Busts through behind his pad. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Quarterback keeper. Into the end zone he goes for the 2-point conversion, and the lead is 4. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Brown wants to pass. The screen. He can go. Powers through the defender. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fighting off the defender. Shakes a man, and he might take off. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Nice job by this defense, getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Finds his man, it's Cobb. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Brown will throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
it long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it. At the 20, he's got space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. And now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Bishop. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead is now 4 at 14-10. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Auburn to the line in a hurry. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Staley. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Ready, ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Go.
He's got it again. Hard running there. There's a crease. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteer. Once he got some room, it was over. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Got a man. It's Matthews. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Vols want to move quickly. The run inside. It's Bishop. Brought down at the 12-yard line. That's a 1st down and maybe the start of a long drive. Man, is he having a day for the Big Orange, already over 150 yards.
Yeah, and showing you a little bit of everything, Reese. I mean, he can break tackles, he can make you miss. He's doing it all for this offense, and I would continue to feed him, and I guarantee you the Orange fans are going nuts.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D. Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offense.
Makes the catch and he's free. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Auburn!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Now on the option. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Bishop. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. Got a little grass. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Hey, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect...
Gets loose in the middle. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Got it! And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On the run, it's Cobb. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Brown wants to pass. Got a man. It's Cobb. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Bishop. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They're going to leave it in the hands of their offense on 4th down from their own territory, holding the lead. Throws to the wideout. At the 45 on his way. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Trying to run, it's Baker. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
The handoff keep working on that clock. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Might be calling a hot route. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Morris. Makes him talk to the hand. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Morris. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. He gets away. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, that's crippling because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put it on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
What a golden opportunity for this offense, scooping up the ball, and now they've got it inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tennessee. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he's dragged down.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your...
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's caught. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. On the move. Touchdown ball! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Auburn. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Any time he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. So they've put themselves in position to run out the clock and win this game if they can just execute here, Jesse.
Yeah, you can't get lazy or lackadaisical either on offense here. Your sense of urgency has to be high. You've got to execute plays and force the opponent here to use their timeouts, Dave.
Execute easy plays. Run the football, make them use their last 2 timeouts, and then you don't have anything else to worry about in this football game.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Auburn.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Line 14. Line 14.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Right down the middle. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. Quick toss. Maybe some room here. The 20. He's at the 10. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good, but that only impacts the final margin.